Am I live? Am I live? I am live. All right. I like it. Can you go live, see if you can hear me?
Are you on hanging out with Mike?
Hanging out with Mike. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Say something else?
Is it working?
Yeah. It's pretty delayed. Listen.
Is it working? It is kind of delayed, yeah. It's okay. We're good.
About 10 seconds, huh?
Yeah. Cool. All right, so now I just gotta wait. So I only had 2 people make comments on their favorite ride. One person has never been, that's Sherry. And the other person, I don't know if they're going to get on here. I got 2 viewers though.
Well, I'm off there, so I don't think it's me.
Oh, it said there was 2 people. Is that thing kind of big? So I got about 6 minutes. I was just making sure, trying to make sure everything worked. It's my first time going live from this place, from my new residence. Feel free to say hi in the comments if you're here. Really, it's going to be between Sherry and Zach who gets the Passholder thing. I know it's last year's, but I am trying to get more viewers on my channel, and so I'm going to start doing giveaways a little bit more often. My next giveaway, I'll probably do a little Boo. That's the little shoulder buddy, little pumpkin shoulder buddy from Hollywood Horror Nights. Are you on there still?
No. Do you want me on there?
No, I mean, somebody's on there, I just don't know who. It doesn't show me. Oh, if I've had 4 viewers.
Is Zephyr Hills sponsoring this live?
Oh, Zephyr Hills. Gotta stay hydrated because I've been training for the Dopey Marathon in January, so I've been running a lot more. So I'm drinking a lot more water. A lot more water. It is not 7 yet. 7's when I said I was going to give it away, but the suspense is building. Who's going to get it, Zach or Sherry? So I have a little YouTube random comment picker I found. This is how I'm going to do my giveaways, so hopefully I get some engagement on my videos. Go in there, I'll say this is what I'm giving away. Make a comment, you know, what was your favorite horror movie, you know, maybe for Little Boo or something like that. Obviously, if I get enough people, I'd like to build up and get better prizes, giveaways. 50-50 shot. I'll take those odds. Are you Zach by chance? Super Saber? That's me. Awesome. So I don't know if you were on here when I was explaining it, but I got this random YouTube comment picker. I'm going to put the YouTube channel in there, or that video in there, and then it'll just come up with a random person, either you or Sherry. And then once it's all done, if you want to email me or just leave your email down below, actually, and I can reach out to you and get your address and all that stuff. I can drop in the mail next couple days. Got 2 more minutes. I was going to wait to see if Sherry gets on.
What?
So where are you from, Zach? Looks like you're my #1 fan right here. You got the little #1. Or maybe that means the first time you commented. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of fans, a whole lot of people that go live with me.
That was first time commenting because he commented to try to win this prize.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So you did comment on the video. I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping this works. I was testing it earlier today. Just like I went live early. I've been in here for probably about 20 minutes trying to figure out my camera wasn't turning on, and then how to get everything to pop up in OBS, and it's stressful. I want to have a seamless experience for everybody. Somebody popped in, somebody left. Rude. All right, 1 minute. Can you feel the anticipation? Woo! Are you local, Zach? Do you live here in the around the area or in Florida?
What's the thing? Is the thing gonna show up
What?
live?
Is it going to show up? Yeah, it should. So right now I have it here, but I have the window up here. So after I do it, there is like a...
Oh, that's showing in the thing? Like right
It
now?
should be, is it?
I don't know, let me look.
I'm pretty sure it's showing. It should be an overlay on top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's making me watch an ad.
Is it making you watch an ad?
Yeah.
It gave me the options to monetize the live. I didn't know what to do, so I did like the conservative one where there shouldn't be very many ads. They gave options to like mid-roll. You could have ads every couple of minutes, I would assume, for the aggressive one.
That might be why Zach's not answering your questions. You might have bad timing.
Sorry. Valiant Lady. So I actually had a whole series. I did every day on it. That was actually from December. I'm really delayed. I did the vlogs, the daily vlogs. I'm just catching up on the ships. So if you go in that video, down in the description, I have every day. Where we go? We went to Key West. So I think it was a 4-day cruise. We went to Key West, and was it Bimini? Is that where we went? So anyway, I do have like the whole series. Our room, we had a balcony room on there, and then every day, kind of what was going on. Are you going on that ship? Me and Rose were just actually talking about going on another Virgin cruise. Not that ship, but I think there's a. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
Edge or something. Anyway, there was one that I found like a deal on going from New York to the Bahamas, but I don't know. I'm old. Like a lot of the entertainment on those ships on the Virgin, I feel starts like 9, 10 o'clock at night. I'm usually in bed by then. So I did like that everything was free. Yeah, so I go on so you're talking about your price range. I went on vacations to go. That's how I was able to cruise on all my ships or go on all my cruises because I did like the 90-day ticker. And then sometimes vacations to go has even better deals if you actually, the only downside is you have to call them, but then once you call them because they're a travel agency, sometimes they get better deals. And so, yeah, Virgin's expensive. Like, I could never have afforded it if I didn't get a pretty good deal. Um, that's like we're going on a Disney cruise, and the only way we were able to afford it was Vacation to Go had a sale, and so we were able to get it for I think a couple $100 cheaper than Disney actually did it. But I choose last year I chose quantity over quantity over quality. So like a lot of the cruises I went on were like $300 or $400 a person. 7.
7 o'clock, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is 7 o'clock. Oh, you okay? So yeah, the one. Okay, now I know who you are. The Venencia. He's the one. Remember, I was looking for the coin, and they said it's in the hull of the ship. So that's who Zach is. He's the guy that asked. Yeah, we go on Venencia again in November. Doing a 3-day cruise. Rose hasn't been on it, so she's looking forward to it. I actually like the ship. I like the white marble and all that good stuff, and I like the layout of that ship. But all right, so let me go ahead and I guess it's 7:04 now. So if Sherry's on here, uh, we'll do it. So once again, this is the Passholder magnet, and once again, I plan on doing more giveaways. So my next one will be a little boo. Probably here in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna go to Hollywood Horror Nights, Halloween Horror Nights next weekend, or is it SeaWorld? Anyway, we're doing one of them, and so at the end of that video, I'll probably say, comment down below, and then we'll do this again in another week, so that you can get your shoulder buddy and enjoy it during the Halloween season. But let's do it. So, putting the video in. We'll wait till it pops up. So there's like a 10-second delay ish. So what I see over here,
Like
it takes
5 seconds right now.
it takes a minute.
We're talking about that. Never mind. Sorry.
Why is it not popping up? Why is it not popping up?
Did it pop up there before?
You know what?
What if you exit out of it and put it
Hold
back
on, I
in?
think I know what I did. I have to do... Sorry, I'm learning. Okay, there we go. So now, it's going to be one winner, and... Alright. Unique authors, so obviously if you commented multiple times, you can win, but here we go. Pick a random YouTube comment, and it picked me. So anyway, let me do it again. All right, so Sherry. Sorry, Zach. It looks like Sherry got it.
Zach can have mine.
Why is it not?
Since he commented.
Yeah, Zach, we'll send you one too, though. We each got one, so we will send you one as well. Why is it not? All right, so I gotta work on this. Why is it not showing it? I don't know what's going on. I'm having technical difficulties, but if you guys want, shoot me an email here, or leave your email, and I'll shoot you an email. Here you go. I'll just. That's my email address. Just send me an email with your address and all that, and I'll get these in the mail. And Sherry, if you're on here, same thing. Shoot me an email. I don't know why it's not showing up, so I'll have to find a different YouTube picker, but sorry about that, guys. I was trying to be transparent with the selection, and for some reason it did not show up, and it's still not doing it.
Take a picture with your phone, maybe?
What? Hold on. I could do this. I can show you. I guess I could move my camera, right? Is it working? Okay.
It's on the where the yeah, right there.
So I see, it's really bright, but see Sherry one.
You can see it.
All right. But like I said, Zach, we'll send you guys one too, or we'll send you one as well. We had two of them, but anyway, that was it. I don't really have anything else. I was just trying to give this away. I know it's Labor Day weekend. I'm sure you're with your families, getting ready to go back to school tomorrow or go back to work. So when you tune in, I appreciate it. And thanks for talking to me. If you have any questions or whatever, you can put them in the comments, and I'll stay on all night if you guys want to talk. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to do. If not, I mean, you guys have a great night. Just let me know.
A commercial just popped up, so I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but
Fantasy football.
like right after you said that.
Fantasy football. That's funny. So, I don't know if your commercials are all the time the same. Rose is watching, and she said commercials popped up. But last time I played fantasy football, we did have a good Labor Day. We just kind of hung out here. As I said earlier, I'm training for a marathon, so I went for a run this morning, and then we just kind of hung out. I actually have another channel on YouTube called Hanging Out with Fish. We got some axolotls, and I got some tiger barbs and plecos. So we have a couple different fish tanks, and so today I was kind of decorating it for Halloween, and I did a live stream on my other channel, and then maintenance, doing changing the water and stuff like that. But fantasy football, the last time I did fantasy football, I was in Iraq, and my little brother, we were playing it. My brother was in school, college, and he had all his buddies, and I was in Iraq, so I didn't have the same pull as he did, and I didn't talk to all of them, so it was between me and him, like, as the championship, and he got all his friends to like trade him all his good players, and I couldn't veto the trades because it was just me, and so that was the last year I ever played, and I never played another sport with him again.
It's just me now. I mean, that's all I see.
Oh, it's just you? It looks like there's still 3 people. Just out of curiosity, who's your number 1 draft, Zach? Or your number 1 pick? You tried that one time? Yeah, I don't know. I like fantasy football, but oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It was just a career. I don't know. I Christian McCaffrey. Oh, so man, that's funny. So I lived in North Carolina, and I actually had like season tickets once I retired to the Panthers. And McCaffrey, man, he is awesome, but he is made of glass. Like when he's healthy, he'll get you a lot of points, but he has to stay healthy. I like Christian though. I watched his dad growing up when he played for the Broncos. I'm from Montana, so the Broncos were the closest team to me. So watching up, I remember my first Super Bowl I watched was the '87 Super Bowl where the Broncos and the Redskins were playing, and the Broncos were winning at halftime. And then of course we all know how that happened, how that went. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. He's a monster. Like he can catch, he can run. He just needs to stay healthy. I think the Panthers ruined him. Like, I think they used him so much that he was just injury prone. I think he had one healthy year there. And then he traded to the 49ers. And with the 49ers having all those weapons, I think, it spread it out a little bit. The Jets. I mean, you guys had uh, Aaron Rodgers for 4 plays a couple years ago. That sucked. I'm glad Aaron Rodgers is still playing, though. That would have sucked if he'd have retired after that year.
I just left if you're wondering what their gear count.
Oh.
I just realized I'm at 12% battery.
Oh, no worries. I watched the Jets. What's that? Hard Knocks. I was excited for them that year. I thought they were going to do good. Yeah, that sucks. I remember when Favre and Rodgers, that whole debate, and I remember it was one of the award shows, and Justin Timberlake saw him and came and gave him a hug. Like, hey, I'm sorry, because was Favre going to retire? Was he not? And then of course Favre went to the Vikings. But I like Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how he'll do in Pittsburgh, but I think his better days are past him. But I like him. But the good thing about being a Jets fan is, was it Love? You guys should get Love here in a couple years. That seems to be the trend, right? You got Favre, and then you got Rodgers, and now Love should be going to you guys any day, right? But I feel you on watching the other teams play. Being a Panthers fan, we've had a rough couple years. Yeah. I don't even think he's the starter. Is he the starter this year? Again? Or maybe as... Hold on. Okay. Okay. So one of the guys I listened to in the morning was talking about he's a Vikings fan, but I know Micah Parsons just went to Green Bay, so I was confused because he was talking about the quarterback, and I think Vikings got McCart. Is it McCarthy? So that's where I was confused when I was listening to him this morning. But yeah, Love is good, so I'm assuming he'll be there for a minute. Green Bay always has good quarterbacks. Green Bay always has good teams. It seems like they're always in competition. But My second favorite team is the Lions now. I'd say not now. They were my team in high school, and then I kind of got away from them once I joined the military because it seemed like my deployments were always July to December, and so I missed football season for like 6 years in a row, and then I just never got into it until I retired. Yeah, so I like Adam Thielen. Like I'm excited. He did great at Carolina, so I'm excited to see him go back. Him and Justin Jefferson, they should be pretty good this year. Yeah. Oh, I always root for him too. I think they got robbed. I mean, every fan says that, but man, I wish they would have won it last year and then the year before. At least made it a little bit further in the playoffs. But yeah, they're good. Now that I live in Florida, I do like the Buccaneers. Once again, like I guess the Panthers connection. We had Baker Mayfield for about half a season, and so I do like watching him. It seems like he has a lot of fun. And Buccaneers are only like about 2 hours away now from where I live. But downside is they're in the same division as the Panthers, which is probably the weakest division in the NFL. So even though Panthers suck, they always have a chance to win it with like a 7-8 record or a heck even a 6-9 record. I think they can win it. My brother, he's a Pittsburgh's fan, so going back to Aaron Rodgers, so he's excited about that. I have family that lives in Pittsburgh, and I remember when I was little, they sent us terrible towels one year. I think it was '93. I think that was a year Pittsburgh played the Cowboys, and then the Cowboys, my aunt and uncle, they lived in Texas, so that was a good year with our terrible towels and then they came up and watching the game at their house, but of course the Cowboys won. Cowboys used to be good, not so much now. Rumor has it they're already eliminated from the playoffs. It hasn't even started yet. Get it? That's the
yes,
joke.
I get it.
Oh, man, I don't like Bryce Young. Uh, I wish we would have got C.J. Stroud or even Aaron Richardson. I just think he's so small. Um, you know, my opinion. I'm not an NFL analyst or anything, but he was good in college because I think college there's a lot more broken plays and a lot more, I guess, winging it. In the NFL, I feel like it's a lot more timing. You have to be a little bit more precise, and he's just so short. I feel like he can't see over the line. As a running back, that's great, and they can't see you. But as a quarterback, you should be able to see over your lineman that you're throwing to. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, see, I like Andy Dalton. I wish Andy would have stuck around if he wouldn't have gotten that car wreck. I think Andy probably would have finished that season. But I like the. I just want to say the Red Rocket, but the Red Rifle. I like Andy. Hey Sherry, so when I did I don't know how long you've been on here. I think you just got on, but when I did the little magnet giveaway, you actually won it. So I put my email up above. If you want to shoot me an email and um, give me your address, and I can mail it to you. Hey Jeff, how's it going? I saw your guys' video of your dog this morning, the little white one. Are those puppies your guys's? Do you guys breed huskies? Sorry about the commercials. I don't. It was the first time doing a live, and they asked me about monetization, and I did the minimum. So Rose is back here in the background, and she's telling me the commercials aren't going on. So sorry about that. All right, I got your address, Sherry. I'll go ahead and put that in the mail the next couple of days. Thank you. All right. 2 layers of puppies, and that was enough. Yeah, especially huskies. Those guys are wild. At least mine was. Your guys seem more well behaved since they travel with you guys. The Magnets, the Virgin Voyage. I like the Virgin Cruise, but I'm old, so I go to bed early. As I was telling Zach, I feel like a lot of the entertainment starts at nighttime, like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and it's definitely if you're, well, I don't want to say conservative. I don't want to get politics into it, but the shows are a lot more risque, if you will. They do have like the LGBTQ atmosphere a lot around the ship. It didn't bother me. I mean, it is what it is, but just letting you know if that's something you don't like. But it's in pretty much all their shows, wasn't it?
I just remember there wasn't a lot going on.
Yeah. But everything starts like at 9 o'clock at night. But I did like the food. You know, everything was free. You know, unlike you know, Carnival or whatever, the Mardi Gras, if you want to eat it, the Italian place, you got to pay for it. This place, everything was free. It's just, if you're going to book it, make sure you go online and make your reservations, or else you'll be eating at like 9:30 at night like we were, which we ended up skipping it and just getting a pizza. But their pizza's really good. But I would do Virgin again. I would try it again, but it is nice having no kids running around the hallways. Our door magnets still got stolen, so it's not just kids that do that if you decorate your doors. And what else? Oh, the sail away party is probably one of the best ones I've ever had. They brought champagne out, and it was handing out champagne to everybody on the sail away. I like that ship in particular. I don't know how they all are, but that ship, I liked how the pool's in the center. I like the layout of that ship. So the sail away party was a lot of fun. The last day though, we sailed through a storm, so we didn't even really get to go outside and enjoy it. Where are you guys going on your journeys? Is that the Mardi Gras one you're going on? Yeah, definitely worth it for the food, I would say. Like I said, you got to book early though. Everybody else knew it except us, so we were trying to make reservations as soon as we got on the ship. I like your guys' logos. It's cute. Yeah, I mean, they definitely were adult. Um, it was cool. I mean, I enjoyed it. So they have influencers. You know, like how Carnival has the Fun Squad. They have influencers, and so each influencer has their specialty. Like one was a foodie, one was a magician, one was a dancer. So they all had like their own little specialties. I think one worked out. Did they have like fitness stuff? It was very fitness oriented too, wasn't it?
There was a big gym. I think you only liked his cruise because the influencer recognized you.
Yeah.
That is because there really wasn't that much to do on that ship.
So I'm partial to that ship just because it was a security guard actually. One of the security guards came up, asked. We went on it was like a bar crawl where you get like, it was basically a tour of the ship, and like you stopped at all the different bars, and one of the security guards came up and asked the person that was running it, Faith the Foodie, if I was hanging out with Mike. And so it was the first time I've ever been recognized, and she came over and wanted to get a picture and stuff, so it was pretty cool. But so I really liked it. And then the influencer said I look like Ryan Reynolds, so that was really cool. I don't see it, but she said I look like Ryan Reynolds, so I'll take it.
That's the only reason why you like Virgin.
You are famous. I wish. But I like being able to just slink in the backgrounds too, and nobody knows me. Your tattoo is
Which one?
on your back. It's the
I'm
fly.
assuming it's this one because I don't think anyone can see my back, but on my shoulder it's a quote with initials and a date.
So the tattoo she has on her back, she has the one on her shoulder, but the other one is
Dandelion.
a dandelion, and she has one on her lower back. It's a dandelion with like the white fluff blowing off in the wind, right?
Turning into birds.
Turning into birds.
I think. How do they mean my shoulder?
Not me. I am not famous. Oh, really? You should have let me know, Zach. If you guys come back, and I've been trying to, or Sherry's been trying to meet up too. It just never seems to work out timing wise. But yeah, I mean, I'll go and let me know you're in the parks. I'll go say hi, hang out, go on a ride, get I'd say Dole Whip, but I don't really like Dole Whips. I'll get a pretzel. Or a beer if you like that. The shirt she wore on. Oh, you were wearing one that had the cutout on the back so she could see it.
Must be the Panthers shirt, maybe.
Maybe it was the Panthers. It could have been.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was Panthers. Yeah, so that shirt is a. Yeah, it's the dandelion with the fluff turned into birds.
The seeds.
The seeds. The white fluff. They know what I'm talking about. I want to get a tattoo of my kids, grandkids. It's not too bad. I don't like needles. I don't like getting shots or giving blood or anything. But I know it's weird, but I kind of liked getting the tattoo. But I only have one on my shoulder and one around my arm. So everybody says like inside hurts, but it wasn't too bad. You could always get drunk.
They're really not that bad. You don't need to get drunk.
Yeah, I mean, they're not that bad. I think the anticipation is worse than the actual getting it done. I can move this over there so I can see. There we go. Can I move that? All right. Went dark real quick. No trips. What are you guys gonna be doing in Orlando for your honeymoon? You guys like just stopping by here on your way to a cruise or doing the parks?
Why don't you take that box off of your face?
Is there a box on my face? Oh, I did. It's just the delay. The Vista. That's the one ship I haven't cruised out of or cruised on that goes out of Port Canaveral for Carnival. I really want to go on that one. Unfortunately, Rose works though, so she won't let me go on a cruise by myself anymore. So we got to go on the 3-day cruises. It's not that bad, Sherry. It's like little pinches, I guess.
Not even. I don't know.
Not, yeah, I don't know how to describe
it's like
it.
a hot vibration. I don't know.
All we have to do is drink one drink, and I'm getting there too. I've cut back on drinking, and I've been running a lot more to get ready for my marathon. Oh, the Havana Cabanas. Uh, because I only have one lamp in here, and so I'm getting the light basically off the computer. If I turn this light on, it's not very. It like blinds. It's like a ball of fire in the background. Plus, there's really nothing to look at behind me, so I just leave it dark.
You have a long delay.
It is a long delay. I didn't realize that. I'm always willing to go on a cruise. You just let me know. I'm retired, so I don't really have anything to do.
You have fish to watch out.
It can just be you, me, and Jeff. I'll leave Rose at home to watch my fish now. Yeah, the Vista. I've been on the Venecia, which is the same layout as the Vista, I've been told. But I think the Vista doesn't have. It has an IMAX theater, doesn't it? And the Vista also, if I'm not mistaken, I think that class has issues with their propulsion. So that I kind of worry about that too. But I don't want to have another poop cruise. That's the. Have you been on it before, Zach? As far as the propulsion issues, I don't mind. I actually just like the ships more than the ports a lot of times. So I'd be happy if the ship just went in international waters and just sat there for 4 days, as long as I get all the same entertainment. So if it skips a port and has to go slower, I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I want to do the IMAX. Where is it exactly? Is it in the theater, or do they have it built somewhere separate? See, Celebration Key. We're going to Celebration Key in 2 weeks. What? Week and a half? Week and a half. We're going on the Glory. It was one of those 3-day cruises that Rose was able to go on. And it was pretty cheap. I mean, it's the Glory, so it's an older ship.
First one.
Oh, we can go without Rose, Sherry. Trust me, she won't mind. She's sitting here glaring at me. You better not. You know she's your best other. No. I'm just kidding. But I would. So I was trying to go on cruises this year so I could get the. What is it? Is it platinum or diamond first? whatever the first one is. I think it's platinum. So that we could get the early boarding and stuff, since they're doing that change. So I was looking at getting away on cheap cruises, but it never worked out this year. But we have the Glory next month, and then Venecia in November, another 3-day cruise, going back to Celebration Key, and then Disney Fantasy, I think, in December, and then we're going on Mardi Gras again in February. Because normally I go on Mardi Gras. Normally I like to go on a cruise during my birthday in January, but this year I'm doing. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, but like the Dopey, I'm doing the Disney Marathon the weekend of my birthday. What?
You were going MSC.
Oh, we're doing MSC?
Yeah.
Oh, MSC.
The
Grand.
weekend after your marathon.
Okay, so we're actually going on MSC. I think it's what, Grandioso? We're doing an MSC one because I think it's a ship that they're bringing up here. They go out of Port Canaveral. You'd get sick for what? I'd get too seasick. I'm trying to think, because the Venecia has the same layout, so I'm trying to think where that would be. I don't know. I don't know. Someday I'll go on the Vista. I do. It does have nice itineraries. The Vista does, and it seems to be one of the more reasonably priced ships too. I think it's might be cheaper than Carnival or Mardi Gras, even though it's a newer ship. Sherry said that better be nice.
You're never nice.
You should see the way she treats me when the camera's not rolling, Sherry. That's why I don't want to get off this live.
Shut up.
And the blue would go on. So, have you been on Venecia? I know you said you're getting ready to go on it. But on the Venecia, they don't have the blue iguana. Oh, the cantina. I'm sorry. I was thinking the bar. Okay, sorry. You'll be platinum. See, we're like 20. We'll be 22 days out after all our cruises are done. 22 days? Or is it less?
I'll look.
See, the breakfast burritos. I like the omelets. I like to wake up early and go get my omelet first thing in the morning before the crowd gets there. Yeah, I don't know if you're a drinker, but like on the Venecia, they don't have the rum bar and the tequila bar. They combined them into one, and then it's like an Italian bar with a couple rum drinks and a couple tequila drinks. But I do like the Lido deck on it. It's one of those ships that they can close. It has like an overhead roof, and they can close. They close the roof if it's raining, but then it gets really hot and muggy.
Well, I'll have 14.
You'll have 14. Just take them on a cruise with you, Sherry. Yeah, on the Venecia, the Red Frog, yeah, they combined it. So they have Yeah, they combine it into one bar. Italian tequila rum bar, and then I'm trying to think. Then they have the coffee shop on the Lido deck, and then if you go upstairs, they have like a back. I think they called it the back porch, or the pergola bar, and that one is like decorated like you're outside under a pergola. It's a cool bar. But yeah, they don't have the rum bar and the tequila bar on the Venencia. Yeah, I use that tens unit. That C-band one is a safety precaution. On C days, I usually put it on first thing in the morning, just to be safe. In February, you want to do the Mardi Gras. Yes, she's always beating me. That's why I wear sunglasses when we go out, because I don't want people to see the black eyes. But you want to do the Mardi Gras, don't you? Aren't you going on? You just said you're doing the Journeys, the Mardi Gras in October. Are you talking about you want to do the Mardi Gras in April? I love the Mardi Gras. I love Jackie Tang. Um, I think the cruise director has a lot to do with the cruise, in my opinion, which is why I love Carnival cruises. So the band I get's an EME term, EMETERM, and it's a hold on. I actually have it. Let me grab it real quick. Oh man, with the delay, I can't. So it's an EME term, and it's a tens unit, so it like fits on your wrist, like this, and it gives little electrical shocks. Uh, it's the same theory as like the C bands that have like the little rubber nodules that go right here. It's like the pressure point. It's supposed to be good for like seasickness. You can use it for like if somebody's pregnant. Like supposedly you can use it for morning sickness. I use it when I go on roller coasters. If I'm going to be riding a lot of roller coasters, I'll use it for that. I've actually tried it if I was hungover. I've actually used it for that too. So I don't know if it's like a placebo effect or what, but I always do it first thing in the morning on sea days, and I'll wear it. It has like different intensities. Um, I enjoy it. I think it was like $100 roughly. They have two models. One of them, I would get the more expensive one because the cheaper one, the watch band keeps popping off, and so I actually had to buy. I bought the more expensive one. Let me see if I can pull it up here on this live.
Do you have to talk that loud?
Well, the mic's right there, so I don't know.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I feel like you got that. That's okay.
Browser. All right. So this is what I have is the EME term. There's a couple different models of it, but I like this one because the watch band, it doesn't pop off. You actually have to, it's more secure. I'll actually put the link in the comments too, if you're interested. How do I share it? Wait. Oh, there we go. So the link is an affiliate link, just to let you guys know. Try again. Why is it not working?
Maybe because it's an affiliate link.
All right, maybe it won't let me have the affiliate link. All right, I'll do a non-affiliate link and see if it works. Where do I share it?
Maybe it's different because it's on desktop.
Yeah, I don't know how to share it.
Oh, right there.
Where?
That button. Right there.
Oh. Copy link. Okay. All right. So the second link is not the affiliate link, so it came through. All right. Sorry, let me catch up on comments. We're going to cruise in April. All right. So Zach, this is just the one I used. There's another one. There's more expensive ones. There's cheaper ones, but I like this one because the watch band, I don't have any issues with it popping off. And it seems to work for me. I don't like it's a proprietary charging cable though. So if you lose the charger, you're kind of screwed. But it lasts. It usually lasts me all cruise. I charge it once and it usually lasts me. And I use it about 1 or 2 for the most part. Yeah, that's good. Getting platinum before you go. That way you get all the perks. Which the only perk I really want is the early boarding, or faster the fun, whatever they call it. Do you know how much that would cost? I got 6. For what do you mean? What are you looking for the price? For the cruise or for the watch band or the EMI terms? I don't wear the patches at night. I do take them with me just in case, but I haven't had to use the patches. I've also have the little essential oils that you get like Walmart or whatever that you can put behind your ears as well. I'm prepared because if one cruise I get sick, one cruise is all it's going to take for me to never cruise again. So I don't want to be miserable. Rose went on a cruise 2 years ago, the Sunshine or whatever. She went down to Jamaica, and the person she went with was sick pretty much all 5 days, and so.
Dude, our stuff was falling off the counters. It was so rocky.
Yeah, she said the stuff was falling off the counters. If that happens to me, I'll probably never cruise again. So I don't enjoy being sick or having motion sickness. So I'm prepared, hopefully. And I have the pills, Bonine or whatever.
I can't think of it.
Yeah, I have the pills too. I have them all. And I always look for a green apple because I was told if you eat a green apple, it's supposed to help as well. But they go quick on the ships. Dramamine. The Margaritaville ships, and so I don't know how long you've been following my channel, Sherry. I do have videos on the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise. Since you're a big cruiser, in my opinion, I don't think you'd be happy. I wasn't happy on it. It's a very small ship, the Paradise. There's not a whole lot of entertainment on it, and they nickel and dime you on that one. Now, the Islander, that one is more like the Carnival. I think it's the same class as Carnival Paradise and Carnival Elation. So it's a bigger ship, but still a small ship. However, I know the Margaritavilles, they do go to Key West, which is a pretty fun spot. But I would avoid the Paradise. I feel like it's really cheap, but then they make up for it, nickel and diming you on everything else. And I felt like it was old and just a dirty ship.
Didn't they buy it from somebody?
Yeah, it was another cruise line, but like our ship, was that the one that the toilet broke?
A couple times. Wait, no, was that?
That was Celebrity.
Celebrity or Virgin?
I think it was Celebrity. But like our chair in the like by the vanity, it broke and they just took it out and never replaced it. And then the little vanity like desk was falling down and they didn't fix it till after we were getting off the ship. They came in the day we were leaving.
Wasn't there a hole in the wall too? To go in and to who knows what? Remember you said there's a hole in the wall? And you were looking in the hole to see where it would lead to?
I don't remember that. Rose says there was a hole in the wall too, but she has a better memory than me. I say she's like an elephant with a good memory. So Zach, they also have, I don't know how much you've cruised, but they also have like just $10 like C bands too, like little acupuncture ones as well if you don't want to spend 100 and some bucks. But you're welcome. I love it. Like it's cruise essential for me.
The key is to take stuff before you feel seasick.
Yeah. Looks like they got new ones.
They're cheaper.
Oh no, that's the one that the band breaks all the time. That is not a good one. So just to let you know, the $96 EMI term is not the good one. That band always pops off. Just to let you know, Zach. So I'd pay the extra $20 and get the one with the better band. That's my cruising bin. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, I think you were telling about that when we were watching Star of the Sea go out. That would be miserable. So I got COVID. I had I had strep throat, and I went to the doctor, and I knew it was strep throat, but apparently that year one of the strains of COVID was giving you a sore throat. So I got tested, and the only symptoms I had was my sore throat. And I had like, what was it, strep B or something like that. But I felt bad because I went to the hospital, and I think it must have been like 2021 or 22, something like that. And they told me I couldn't be in there with the sore throat. And I was like, why? It's just strep. And lo and behold, like, I had COVID, so I felt bad about that. Oh, you're from New York. Well, you got the Venecia. That's the one that goes out in New York, is the Venecia. So I did the behind the scenes tour on Venecia, and the captain said that harbor or that port is one of the hardest ports to go in and out of just because of all the currents. Yeah, I haven't seen much about their new one, the new Margaritaville at sea. I did see they bought a new ship, but yeah, I would avoid the Paradise. I did like the shows though. They did have some cute shows. The two shows that we did see, I did enjoy the shows, the music, and all that stuff. But Jimmy Buffett got old really quick because every bar was playing Jimmy Buffett songs on the big screen, his concerts, and then Africa, right? That was Shakira. Africa, was that the one?
Yeah.
Every party, every like group or every get together, they did Shakira's Africa song, and they would like do like the dance, and like every time, I probably heard that 20 times in the 2 days. That is crazy. It's cheaper to fly to Florida. You got what, Baltimore? Or didn't they move Charleston's up to Virginia? Didn't they? Or Baltimore? Still, I bet you can only cruise summertime there, so it would be expensive. I feel with everybody trying to get out. At least in Florida, you cruise year round. Are you looking at moving down here, Zach? What? Just looking. Where do you want to move to? Are you coming down to be close to the parks? What? Zach says he wants to move down here. Yeah, no, I get it. That's why I moved here, actually. Then my first year, I went to Epcot so much that I think I've been to Epcot maybe 5 times in my second year. I kind of burnt myself out on it. Yeah, find something affordable. It's crazy. Uh, yeah, I've been looking for 2 years to buy a house, but I've just been renting. And my first apartment in Davenport, it was a 2 bedroom. It was, I think, $1,900, and then I moved up to the Dr. Phillips area, which is a really nice area. Um, and I was paying $1,900 for a 1 bedroom apartment. But I was 5 minutes from SeaWorld and like 10 minutes to Disney Springs. I could be at Disney Springs in 7 minutes actually. 10 minutes to Universal and like 15 to Magic Kingdom. So it was a great location, but I definitely paid for it. Now I moved to Sanford, which is about an hour away north, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on where you're going, and is a whole lot cheaper, especially since Rose bought her house 2020 before the rates went up. So I'm now paying what, 600, 650, 650. So quite a big difference. Except now I really don't go to the parks because I don't want to drive an hour there and then at the end of the day drive an hour back. See, man, yeah, it is hot here for the yard work, but I feel like it's easy to have a nice yard because it rains every afternoon. Throw some fertilizer out there. I think the tricky part's trying to mow it while it's dry. But since I moved in with Rose, like I haven't had a yard in a couple of years. I lived in apartments, and so I'm excited to like try to get her yard looking decent. It's the small things, but yeah, it is nice not having to worry about that stuff. Um, I don't know. I liked apartment living. Don't get me wrong, but I also like having privacy. Like my first apartment, I lived on the first floor, which was nice, except for the people above me were loud. Um, but then the second apartment, I lived on the second floor because it was cheaper. However, I got tired of doing stairs, especially like moving in and out. Like stairs are, they're a pain. So I don't know if I'd ever buy a house. So I'm just using Rose for hers. I like Jimmy Buffett too. The Beachcomber. Okay. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, plus apartments. Apartments are cool because a lot of them here, I don't like every one of them they call luxury, which really, all that means is they put vinyl flooring down, the little planks. But everyone, they call it luxury, and what they don't tell you when you go look at apartments, or when they do the prices online, is every apartment has, like, on top of the base rent, they have valet trash, which is like $25 to $50 depending on where you're at. They have like a facility fee, which is once again $25 to $50. You know, some have a reserved parking spot, which could be $25 to $50. So, like, you see the base rent, but then they nickel and dime you with everything else. But I do like having the gym, having a pool. They do have like grills, so there's pros and cons. I miss having a gym. I will say that, walking to the gym versus having to get in my car and drive to a gym. Y'all need to go to Hawaii. Man, I wouldn't mind it if I could be knocked out like the old A-Team, B.A. Baracus, I think, or Barracks, where they knocked him out, then he woke up over there. But thinking of flying that far, granted, Rose is looking at me because I'm going to Scotland this year with my brother, or next year, but taking a 4-hour flight across America and then another 6 to 8 hour flight for a few days or a week, it's just not appealing to me.
We'd have a free place to stay.
We'd have a free place to stay, I guess. The bugs. Actually, the bugs aren't too bad. I came from North Carolina, so we had roaches and stuff, or palmetto bugs, whatever you want to call them. Down here, I see a lot of silverfish because it's damp. And then I haven't really seen a whole lot of cockroaches, though. Rose does a good job spraying. And then my last apartment, they were really good. I lived in Bayfront. They just won a best apartment of the year, 3rd year in a row. So I didn't have any issues there. My first apartment, it was fairly new, but by the time I left, people were leaving trash. And the bad part about apartments is it's everybody else, right? So people started leaving trash in the hallways. Dog poop, they wouldn't pick it up. And so it was bringing all the bugs in by the time I left. So. And love bugs. One thing I worried about was love bugs, but I haven't seen really a whole lot of those. This season wasn't that bad for love bugs. Since you're talking about bugs.
They haven't been bad in a while. They used to be bad.
No, they can't. It was so bad. I lived on the end, and I chose the end so I could, like, it overlooked the lake, which probably led to a lot of the bugs in my apartment, if I'm being honest. But, like, I was on the bottom floor, and there was a big grassy area on the other side of the little walkway, and so I couldn't open my window because people just wouldn't pick up dog poop. And so I got, like, a camera, I don't know, a Nest or whatever. I got one of those little cameras to put in my window, and I actually, like, videoed people not picking up their dog crap, and I gave it to the front office, and they didn't do anything about it. So that's why I knew it was time for me to leave. My oldest son. Oh, was he at Schofield Barracks? That was supposed to be my first duty station coming out of basic training, but I went airborne, and so I got Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and never left. What place was that? So that place was called Prado Apartments, Prado, and they're in Davenport, right off exit 58 at Champions Gate, which, great location. However, that it's a great location on the map, but traffic there is horrible. It could take me 15 minutes to get to Disney, or it could take me an hour. But it's Prado. And then the second place I lived was Bayfront on Sand Lake, and that place was awesome. But it was expensive. You paid for that one. location, the amenities, everything was like spotless, taken care of. The only issues they had there was parking, and but they would like tow people if they didn't have a parking decal, they would tow them. So it was great if you lived there.
Do you want me to set up the camera?
Yeah.
Which tank you want me to do?
You can do yours with the blue lights. So I don't know if you were on earlier when I was talking about it, but I have another channel called Hanging Out with Fish, coincidentally. And we got axolotls and tiger barbs and plecos. And so Rose is getting ready to set up the tank because we decorated it for Halloween today. So I'll do a live, but I have like software where I put the video out and then I stream it through OBS so it looks like it's live. I don't really have any followers on that one though. It's fairly new, but I'm working on it. I go on Twitch, which I don't really know that platform, so I'm learning. I'm old. It's hard to learn stuff. And I'm trying to learn Instagram too to try to build that one up. It's exciting. When I'm retired, I need hobbies, so fish became my new hobby. Since cruising's so expensive. And Rose doesn't want me to go. Yeah, I left out of Atlanta to California and California. Yeah, that's a long flight. I actually I went to Korea, which I believe we made a stop in Hawaii when I was in the military. But it would be nice to go there. It's expensive, I hear. It's just such a long flight. How soon are you guys looking to come down, Zach? Are you guys trying to come down soon? I know you said ASAP, but... By 2030? Gotcha. Well, that's cool. Will you be retired then, or are you going to... Like, are you trying to find jobs down here? Or, work remote? By 2030, maybe Disney will have all their construction done. You can go on the new Cars Land. Gotcha. That's cool. 30, man, you got your whole life ahead of you. Yeah. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? When I think of office job, I think of like The Office. I don't know. Maybe I'm old, but did you ever watch Dunder Mifflin or The Office? I always thought it'd be fun. It got dark in here.
What?
It got dark in here.
Yeah, because the sun went down.
I wonder if I can turn that light up. A little bit. Got a little bit brighter. Man, this is fun.
Oh, it's set up the first couple, like the first 30 seconds. You might want to take out because I didn't turn the other lights, the bright lights in the other tanks, and then I turned it off. So it might be better after that.
Oh, okay. I watched The Office over and over and over again. Yeah, that's a great show. It's a well, until Michael Scott left, and then it kind of went downhill. But it's a great show. The more I can relate to the employees, I bet. I went to boot camp. So I went to boot camp at where'd I go? Fort Leonard Wood, actually. So I was in military police, and it used to be at Fort McClellan in Alabama, but when I went, they just moved it over to Fort Leonard Wood. So I was the second class to go through Fort Leonard Wood as a military police. And then I did that for 3 years, and I got tired of sitting on the gates. Decided I needed to do something else. 9/11 kicked off. Well, 9/11 happened. I went to Korea, and I was sitting on the gates over there, deciding to do something different. And so that's why I went to selection and became a Green Beret and did that for the next 17 years. I became an engineer sergeant. So all at SF is all their trainings at Fort Bragg. So I came back from Korea, did my training at Fort Bragg, and then I just got stationed here. And part of my course, I learned Arabic, and so once you go SF, you get regionally affiliated. And once you learn your language and all that, the culture, it's hard to switch groups. So once I got there, I never left Fort Bragg ever again. A hamburger from McDonald's over $8. Dang. That is crazy. I guess it's expensive though. You got to bring supplies over. Guess that makes sense. It's got to be hard being a local though. Is your oldest son, is he retired now? Or did he do his term and then get out? Or what did he do in the military? Are you still watching?
No.
Oh. I wonder why. Do you know where your magnet is?
If I don't, just check. Don't I have one on the fridge?
Oh, I don't know.
And because then I could just, if I can't find it, I could just use that one because it's the same as last year, isn't it?
Yeah. Zach, since you watched The Office, do you remember the episode with identity theft where Jim, they brought the Asian guy in to play Jim? Anyway, I say that because we just watched The Residence. Is that what it's called on Netflix?
Yeah, The Residence.
The Residence on Netflix, and that Asian guy, I don't know his name, but I just know him as John. His was John. How do you say it? Kronowski? Who's the Jim on? Anyway, I just know him as that guy. As John, or as Jim, I should say, Jim Halbert. He stars in that in The Residence. Yes, yeah, he is funny. It was a good show, The Residence on Netflix, but they canceled it after one season. Made me sad. You still doing your draft, or is your team all drafted? Is there a water over there? Can you open it? I cut my fingers, so Rose has to open my water for me. Who's your quarterback? Just out of curiosity. I went to basic training 99, July of 99. Mahomes. I hate Mahomes. Great for fantasy football. He's just so good. Whenever I think of Mahomes, I think of last year when he flopped, getting pushed out of on the sidelines. I think it was the playoffs, and he did his little flop. I can't stand him though, because he's too good. Yeah. Bless you. I just hate the Chiefs in general. Like, I can't stand Kelsey. I hate Mahomes. They're good. I like Andy Reid though. Like, the coach is awesome. Are you a Bills fan? I was just going to ask you, being from New York. Are you part of the Bills Mafia? Oh, wow. Yeah, he was there a little bit before my time. I like Josh Allen. I started watching the Hard Knocks this year because they're following the Bills. Oh, that's right. You said you were a Jets fan. I remember. I'm sorry. Bills fan. Yeah. I bet that's fun. Your family reunions or your family get-togethers. I like the Bills fan base. And I like Josh Allen. like I said, I'm from Montana, so I had a cousin who went to Wyoming when Josh was there. Maybe it was before Josh, but I like Josh. Black Hawk helicopter mechanic. So I wanted to be a helicopter. I actually wanted to be a helicopter mechanic when I was going in, but my older brother was a military police, and so he talked me into going military police. He told me all the fun stuff he got to do. Like he was in Arizona, and then guarding the border, and then he went to Germany to ride trains. That was carrying nuclear payloads. Then he ended up in Colorado. My experiences were vastly different. I went to Fort Bragg and then Korea, and then back to Bragg. But everything works out for a reason. All right. Well, I think I'm going to let you guys go. I've got a Sunday ticket. Somebody. Yeah, that's good. My whole family, we all like different teams. It's weird. So in Montana we don't have football teams. So my dad was a Seahawks fan. I was a Broncos fan. My little brother was a Colts fan, and my older brother was a Steelers fan. So we ran the whole gamut in the AFC. I think Seahawks are AFC too. But as I was getting ready to say, I think I'm getting ready to go. I have another early morning run tomorrow, so I'm going to get ready to start winding down. I appreciate you guys talking to me for the last hour. Once again, Zach, if you just want to email me your address, and Sherry, I'll get this out in the mail here in the next day or two. Once again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me. Yeah, I mean, if you guys like it, I'll do more. Like I said, I plan on doing more like giveaways and stuff too, so I want to get more involved and try to help, I guess, grow my channel a little bit. I'll check my email real quick before I get off. Zach Cooper, yep.
Why'd you say his last name on live?
Oh. Sorry, Zach. I don't know if you want me to say your last name. Sorry about that. All right. You guys have a good night. I'm not used to these lives, so I'll do better next time, but it's out there. Okay. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, if you're going to steal my identity, if you're going to steal it, you're going to find it, so. But, all right. I appreciate it. So, you guys have a good night. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Zach. Thanks for watching, hanging out, talking with me. Have a good night. You too.